Today I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to buy the Xbox Series X and why you should probably consider not buying it either. And that's coming up next. Alright, welcome back to the video, and today I'm going to share some reasons with you guys why I'm not too keen on buying the new Xbox Series X when it comes out this holiday season. Now, anyone who's been keeping up with the new Xbox news knows this is pretty much a Zen-based AMD Ryzen CPU that they have turned into a console. They're using some type of Navi-based graphics card system that can go up to 12 teraflops from what we're being told. It's also going to have about 1 terabyte of solid-state storage, as well as 16 gigs of memory. Now, while all of this sounds great on paper, anyone who knows anything about computer parts can do the math and quickly see that if all of these specs were 100% true, that we'd be looking at over $1,000 in parts alone. Now, one of the big things I'm concerned about with the specs that they've put out is that once the console comes out to be, that you're not going to see the 8K or the 120 frames per second or the 4K 120 frames per second in the way that you think it would be. There's probably going to be a ton of upscaling involved, just like there was for the Xbox One X, where you're not getting true 4K, you're kind of getting like a 1080p frame and then a 4K frame, or however it was that they were making the false 4K that you were getting. Now, currently, even with modern PCs, for 120 frames per second on 4K, you would need a beastly system to push that. And I can't see a console even coming close to doing 4K at 120 frames per second, much less 8K. And now you add in ray tracing to the mix. And again, with modern PC, most gaming graphics cards cannot do a full 60 frames per second with ray tracing on, much less do it at 4K. So we're gonna have to wait and see what Microsoft does with their system to make those things work together. Again, there's probably going to be a lot of upscaling going on to where you're not getting a true 4K. You're not getting a true 60 frames per second with ray tracing on, things like that. And that a lot of this may be turning into marketing more than anything. Now, myself, just like everyone else, is really curious how they're going to kind of pull this unit off and keep the price at a decent amount that makes people still want to pay for it. My guess for this unit is that it's going to be around $600. If it's too much more than that, I can see it alienating more people than it's already going to be. And that is one of the first reasons why I personally don't see a reason to get the Xbox Series X. Nowadays, with the way computer prices are running, you can build a decent gaming PC for anywhere between $600 and $800 using a Ryzen-based CPU, just like the Xbox Series X is going to use. The biggest difference is it's a computer, so anything that you can do on a computer, you now have access to. It's more than just a gaming console that you just built. Now, one thing where Microsoft hurt themselves is a few years back, all Microsoft Xbox exclusives are also available on the PC. So if you have a gaming PC, you're going to be able to play all those exclusives as well that you would normally have only been able to play if you're on the Xbox. Now, a majority of every other game is also going to be coming to the PC, at least AAA titles. Very few games don't come out for PC anymore. It's not like it was, 10 years ago where you only had a select few games. Now, you're going to have your outliers like your Rockstar games that are going to be on a delayed release, or something like Death Stranding, which is also on a delayed release from the original release date from the console. But for the most part, any game that's out, you're going to be able to play on your gaming PC just like you would on your Xbox. Now, with games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex, things like that, they've taken huge strides to make sure a lot more games are cross-platform amongst all the platforms. Now, that's something that I see being more common moving forward. I think almost every single multiplayer game is going to be developed with the idea that you're going to have PC, Xbox, and PlayStation all playing together. So that is another reason that it kind of cancels out buying an Xbox if you either A, already have a gaming PC, or B, just want to build one for around the same price. Now, if you're somebody who likes to use a controller, you can do that as well, because the Xbox controller works natively with the Windows operating system. So any game that utilizes a Xbox controller layout on a console, that same layout is going to immediately work as soon as you have your controller plugged into your gaming PC. You can either do a cord, or you can get the Xbox wireless adapter and plug it in that way. That way you have a wireless controller just like you would on the console. Now, with all this being said, it really does limit what the Xbox Series X is going to do for you that a gaming PC is not. Now, on the other side of this, you're going to have your customers who they're not into PCs. They don't want to learn how to get into PCs or mess with them at all. And that's where the Xbox Series X is going to be absolutely awesome. You're going to get PC grade quality and graphics from what we're seeing without having to learn new stuff. You just plug it in, put your disc in or download your game, plug your controller in, and you're ready to go. I do think, however, we're at that point in time where more and more people are interested in the PC gaming aspect of computers and are more willing to jump into that new ecosystem, even if it means starting from scratch. And if you're already going to spend $600 or $700 on a console, that's $600 or $700 that can now go into that gaming PC. Now, one thing to keep in mind on the PC gaming side is while you have access to most of the games that are out on console on a PC, there are some games on PC that are only on PC. One of the big ones that's been out for years is World of Warcraft. Games like that are always going to be PC only and not on console. So now you're opening yourself to more types of games than you had accessible to you on your console. Now, everything I've talked about today are reasons why I'm personally not going to buy the Xbox Series X. I have a very high-end gaming PC. I don't see a reason to buy an Xbox just to have it do the exact same stuff that my gaming PC is already doing for me. Now, I would love for you guys to post down in the comments section below. Tell me your thoughts on the new Xbox Series X and if it's something that you're interested in getting, or if maybe a gaming PC is more up your alley instead of doing a console this generation. If you liked the video, please don't forget to give it that thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way you know anytime I put out a new video. If you have any suggestions on videos you'd like to see this channel do in the future, please post down in the comments section below. I would love to see new ideas. And until next time.